Hey, Doge Lord, how's it going? Just getting a little set up here. Just wait for about 5 minutes. But how are you doing today? Thanks for joining in. Cool, cool. And also, thank you for the follow. I just saw that notification just now. Welcome to Plamo Life. As I would say it every time I see people follow. Just hang tight and trying to do some final setups. Let me know if the music is too loud or my voice is too loud. Just checking the levels here, and it looks like the levels are okay. Hey, CGSPR, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Just getting things a little set up here. We'll just wait for about 2.5 minutes and we'll get started. I'm pretty excited about this kit overall. As you see in the title, the Beyond Global version. Oops. Might as well just get started. Just take my headphone off so I don't see this wires going through. Alright, is everybody hearing me okay? Face cam's okay, I bet. Except for this mic right here. Alright. Alright, welcome everybody to this stream. Welcome to Plamo Build Report. I am your host EA Spuds, and today you can see that there's a bunch of granddads here in the stream today. So I kind of reiterated it before that this year is the year of the granddads, and we're gonna take a look at each and one of them and just compare to this one, because today we're gonna be building the Gundam Beyond Global. Doge Lord, no. These guys are the granddads here from 1970, well actually 1980 to be exact. So for those of you who are new here or new to this whole Gundam thing, this is a Gundam RX-78. And this is kind of like what started the whole series. I mean, this basic, beautiful design right here, this is what exactly started this whole Gundam franchise. And this year, according to what this box says, is the 40th anniversary of Gunpla. Now, there's a difference between, there are two different type of 40th anniversaries that you may have heard. There's 40th anniversary of the Gundam series, and it's a 40th anniversary of Gunpla. Gunpla, as it's known for, Gundam plastic model, has been released a year later after the original anime released from 1980. That's a long time. That's a long way we came over here. And to celebrate, actually before that, to celebrate, there has been several different type of models that you see here. This one in particular, now this one looks probably cooler than the other ones because I actually did all the paint, I actually did all the detailing and the panel lining and the decals along with the flat matte finish. So this one actually was the 30th anniversary version. Then after that, we had this weird looking guy that everybody was talking about. This one was a collaboration between a Ferrari Japanese industrial designer named Ken Okuyama, and that guy, he actually designed all the Enzo Ferrari back in the days. And again, to celebrate Gundam's 40th anniversary, he created this, kind of his own design. And you will see that it looks a bit different because it's more like an industrial design kind of knowledge has been all put in here. This one was a pretty weird kit and a cool kit at the same time because of how new it was on the overall build quality. Then after a few months later, I think it was around in March, they released this guy. This is the Gundam Origin version. Now, Origin version was so Gundam Origin was like a remake or retelling of the original Gundam story in a form of a manga. So Ferrari wasn't designed in Italy. Well, I mean, the Origin wasn't Italy, but he was one of those concept art designers, and I think one of his design actually became the actual design itself. I forget which one it was, but if you check in one of my videos when I review this kit right here, there's a picture of him with his Enzo Ferrari, and yeah, you can kind of see because it's a lot rounder than the other Ferraris you see here. Oh, apologize for the hunting. But anyways, this one came like a few months after that, which was I believe in March. And this one kind of follows the Origin manga design. And there are several changes because this one was actually redesigned by the original designer of this guy. And they kind of made it more retro, if I should say myself. And this was not a bad kit at all. It actually was pretty decent. It has a lot of detail. Obviously, I haven't panel lined this, so it kind of looks boring. And then we finally have this guy right here. This guy, it was released in May, but I believe we got this in the States about a few weeks ago. So yeah, this guy right here. So today we're going to build this out. I've already clipped the parts out so that you don't need to hear me just have those clipping noise. And yeah, let's get things started. Oh, so before I begin, just a little pro shout out. Hey Logo, how's it going? So recently I formed a partnership with this store called Show Me What You Bought. And they're a pretty local store in Canada, actually. And we formed a partnership, and right now you'll see it in the comments when Stream Elements will automatically comment on. There's a code that you guys can use, PBR12, to save 12% off your order. Now, the one thing I should mention that when you go into the store, everything is going to be in Canadian dollars. So for everybody who's in the US, you're in luck because those prices are going to be actually cheaper. So I believe 80 Canadian dollars is equate to like about 60 bucks. So keep that in mind, and I'll bring this up again while we have this thing. And also for the record, if you have any questions of getting any kits, you could go to their Instagram site. It's Show Me What You Bought. So just getting that out of the way first, and the chat will mention it again. Yes, I think that's a good point. They also ship worldwide. They also have international shipping, and shipping fee isn't really too bad. So yeah, and they have other products too, like not only Gunpla, but they also do pre-orders, and they also have different type of tools. I know they're gonna have some gun primer tools as we speak. They also have some good Korean tools that you may have heard of. So just letting that out there, check them out, and don't forget to use my code so you can get more discounts. All right, so we're going to set these guys right here. And let's start getting this out. Oh, just a minute, I'm gonna get my cutting mat. You always need a cutting mat so you don't make a mess afterwards, because this is actually a photo booth. And sometimes those nut marks can get into the way. So here's the manual, pretty cool. You can see the whole space background here. So if you're new to the stream, this is kind of like how I usually put things together. I'm pretty sure there are most of you who joined the stream when I was clipping this like very late at night. So the one thing that I always do is I clip the parts out and put them in this box. Now the reason for that is because of one or two things. One, you won't hear me clipping out the parts, which it's just a bunch of clicking noise. And second off, just gives like a really good idea of how many parts are actually in. Ooh, the knife just fell off. Fine for that blade there. Oh, and I'm right, it's here. Very dangerous. So yeah, so the one thing I would like to achieve in this stream is just to show you guys how many parts there are. Because sometimes when you're clipping the parts, you really don't have like an idea of how many there actually are. So, let's start with the head. And already we're seeing a very interesting design here. It's a whole helmet. So I think the way it's supposed to kind of assemble together is you have the face part and then the V-fin part just stuck just all in one slide. This is actually a pretty neat idea to begin with, because they've done it in the new Gundam, and I think that's a pretty easy idea, so that beginners don't need to worry about any seam lines and such. Ooh. Oh, one thing to mention. This is the only sticker that's going to be in the kit. Just this one eyepiece. And you know what that means? this kit has a lot of color separations. So as I go, I'm gonna kind of go and back and forth between the 3 kits that you just saw, like earlier in the stream, and just compare because, frankly speaking, this is kind of the 3rd Gundam that they have released within this year. I clip on stream to fill the void of me not talking, but I have noticed I spend too much time clipping instead of building, to be fair. Yeah, and you know, all thanks to you guys, we're engaging into the conversation. You know, it kind of drags kind of like that when you're supposed to only clip the parts, but later on you just keep on talking, which I love doing, and that's kind of the reason why I put this all together. So the head part itself, looks like there's like a lot of great color separation. So this is the eye part that I'm gonna put the sticker on. And you can see that it's mostly yellow. So if you're really good with just painting overall, you can really just like paint the black area and just leave the eyes yellow. So that's a really nice touch. But for today, I am just going to attach it so that you can see what's all in here. So there we go. Sticker all done. No more stickers. That means I don't need this knife anymore. How often do I paint a kit? So usually I paint a kit when, to be frankly honest, when I feel like it. But it's kind of like the thing where if I have, you know, there are some things that I really want to paint. And that's usually with the bigger kits. The smaller kits I have yet to be done. This one right here, actually most of the paint jobs are here. So you can see the eyes I painted gold. And then the V-fin, because it wasn't separated, I had to paint that yellow as well. And then with all the panel lines here, I just like filled them into these ducts right here. And then I flat coated this, and it looks really good. There are some seam lines that I also took care of, and I just think that matte finish looks the greatest. Is Nintendo Labo a form of gunpla? Well, I guess like for the building aspect of it, it's just cardboard box all put together, but it is building something, so it might count. But the difference between Labo and this guy is Labo, you could play around with it. Actually, this one as well. All right. So here we got the visors all put down. Hang on, let me do something real quick because this actually looks smaller than I thought it would be. Oops, I don't meant to do that. Alright, let's enlarge this a little bit. There we go. That looks a lot better. Yeah, so this headpiece was a little too small. So yeah, I can see already that they've really changed the way they build the heads. It's a lot simpler. And oops, I brought it on backwards. Wow, this is a really small, tight fit. All right, so we got the visor in. So I shouldn't buy a model to play with. Well, you can play with it if you're careful. I mean, same with Labo, right? Labo's essentially it's a cardboard box in the end, and if you just overuse it too much, then it will break at some point. Yep, Labo is also easier to break. Let me just get the sticker moved while I was putting this part together. Alright, so first part's done. We already have the head. So I guess if you can't see it, there are some panel lines that I need to fill in. The sticker kind of doesn't look, well, the sticker is really good, but it looks tilted. I think it's because when you put the visor on, I think the sticker kind of moves. So I might just take that out and just like color the overalls with like a black marker. But yeah, there is a difference in color, and later on, if I put things together, I will do like a really quick comparison with all three models right here. But just to let you know, this color is more like a pastel tone, and I think they've done something like that with the MG. It's a 1-year war version, Project Pegasus, which it's a pretty old kit, and and I think they just announced that they're not doing any re-releases. So if you get a chance, get them while you can. It's one of the better MG kits out there. It's barely noticeable. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I think it's pretty well done. So now we're gonna do the torso, and the torso I am pretty excited to see how they're gonna do this, because I heard that the different type of the build, I guess the way it builds, it's a bit different for this one. So let's check it out together. Okay. So already we see a difference here. Hey Blight Me, how's it going? With a kit that is going to be reproduced, it's more valuable assembled or in the box. It depends, because I'm probably gonna say there will be more value that's in the box because it's not been built yet, and it has to do with their injection molding machine being out of service. But as for me, I mean, really, you can do anything with any kind of models, so I'd say like build it and just like see what the technology was back then. So this looks like it's going to be the back of the torso, and we already see there is going to be the shoulder joints right here. It's pretty interesting. It looks like they have some movement. Ooh, that just flew right off. Got it. Yeah, so yeah, this is the back, and you can see from right here that this whole back part of the torso is actually being a support and one of the articulation points. So already a big change there. Let's go further. Right down from the position. So I believe this is going to be the lower part of the torso. That's an interesting jig right there. And then, of course, the front armor here. There is a little joint here for the duct, which if you assemble it together, you're going to see this opening right there. So I'm curious to know. Okay, so this is the top portion. And oh, okay, this is how the shoulder joint will work. Let's assemble the lower part. Okay. So it looks like this doesn't move quite a bit. Oh, actually, it moves side to side. And then, oh, okay. So you see this C joint right here, you clip it to this one. So that it has this type of movement. And that is really interesting. And then you put the head part. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. And then there's another joint here for the front side. Looks like. Let's clip it here. And there's a torso right there. Let's put the head on there, just so that everybody can see. Like me, mine BGRX should arrive today. Oh, nice. So yeah, you can start building this afterwards. So here we already have the torso and then the head. Yeah, this muted color, I think, as they call it. More, I'd say more like of a pastel color. It looks really pretty. All right, so if you wanted to see the movements, again, I'll show you. The shoulder, one of these armors, they move along with it, so it could move forward, but it doesn't seem to move backwards. And then the torso, you can move it side to side, and then you could kind of have it lean forward. Just to give you like a comparison, it is quite smaller than the original Gundams that we see here. And here's the cool part. So normally, for today's standard, there is kind of a peg joint here that you have to kind of insert it in and then put it together, which was kind of a hassle to do. But this one is all done with that the C joint that you saw here. So it actually holds in place. And doing this kind of movement was nearly impossible. So yeah, if you look at it, this kit right here, see how both of these two reds move together, and there's a ball joint in the middle right there. But this one, it already has those extra articulations. This is really nicely done. I'm kind of worried about this shoulder joint that you see here because it doesn't move backwards, so I think there are some limitations to the movements there. Yeah, but it looks slick. I mean, even the duct detail is pretty well done. I don't know how well you guys can see. Yeah, you can see there's some panel lines here. If you just put the panel lines together, I think it will look great. Alright, so let's finish it off by creating some backpack. So there's not a separate burnier part at the back of the backpack. And looks to me, this is one of the simplest backpack I've ever done. And the beam saber looks, I guess, thicker. So here, let you hear this. So I'm going to put these beam saber on the backpack. Here, you hear that click? Hey, Player One Miggy, how's it going? Yes, it is a Gundam. It's a Beyond Global Gundam. So yeah, this is really nice, and you can see that I am twirling it around, and it won't fall apart. So they finally fixed it. So one of the issues for this one was that it falls off really easily, as you can see right here, and doesn't make the clicky sound. I hear the thicker the beam saber, the better. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Can you imagine the amount of beam that it's gonna spring out? But yeah, it is quite thicker, and then I think the tip of the beam saber for the Beyond Global has this little bevel that kind of fits in. So I think that's why. Let's hear it again. Yeah, that clicky sound. You could hear that. So that's a really neat touch. And then this, oh man, the separation is pretty cool. Come on. There's the backpack. The backpack detail looks really nice. I mean, it's not bulky as the other one is. Just a tip. Man, we've already done the head and the torso and the backpack, and it already looks great. Alright, so how I usually build is I go from top to bottom. So I start with the head, the torso, the waist, and then the arm and the legs, and then the weapon. So let's do the torso next. The lower waist. Sorry. You do that order because it's a lot simpler to go at first, because the arm and the legs, I believe, they go a little complicated. Hey, Tiff Sandwich, how are you doing? Thank you for the thank you for attending. This is what we have so far. Pretty color. I'm working on the Xeon while watching. Nice. So it's more like a little build along from here. Cool. Hey, Tiffany Sandwich, how's it going? Alright. So, while we're doing the waist, we're going to cut this part out. Let's get the other tip out. There we go. So yeah, if anybody's also building along, feel free to do so, and just let me know what kit you're building. So we got the frame part of the lower waist. Player One Miggy with the host. Thank you very much. Haha. That's great. Thank you. Anyway, so from the lower waist down, this is a very interesting type of what's it called? Like the lower leg connection points, because normally it's fixed, and then it's usually in like a one cross part that you take it out and it moves together. But it looks like for this one, it moves individually. I guess we'll see further as we build this along. Why am I missing some parts here? I think it'll show up. So we got the back skirt. And these I think this is the side skirt. One's the front, I believe. No, it's this side. So normally these are supposed to be together as a one whole part, but for this kit, they kept it separate as possible. I'm getting my frame arms girl for the future stream. Oh, nice. Which frame arms were you thinking of building? And guys, what happened to the other ones? Hang on. Did I not? Okay. Yeah, forgot to clip them. They are really small. So, just letting you guys know. And I believe one was an F part. F121. So let's clip that one really quickly because I want to show you something that's pretty cool. So in history of the HG Kid, this is now color separated. That's right, the crotch fin that we all had to put stickers or have to paint them ourselves. It's color separated. The waist been 2 parts for about 25 years now. Yeah, you're not wrong there. However, so usually it was 1 part, and unless there was like a special trick where you have to cut the middle when they're in of a ball joint so that you could make it like separate. For a while now, people didn't know that's kind of one of the detail points. Especially for beginners, because I don't think they've been introduced to that concept on customizing. But no, you're correct. It has been separate. However, not a lot of people, not a lot of builders know about that small little secret. Okay. Interesting. So I'm not supposed to put on that first. Oh, and it's so easy to get it off. I'm trying to find that one little part that it's telling me to put. Is it this one? No, that's for the shield. Ah, here it is. There we go. And flip to the back. And we attach. So there's going to be another C part right there. Put it in. And then we put the back armor. So that means the back armor can also articulate backwards, which you can't do that in the other ones. They're fixed. So that's cool. And now we got these another C joints right here to the side. And then we add this extra cover. That's how it looks like. And then finally, got the crotch fin. All the V joint right here. Are you reading directions or do you just know this? No, I'm reading the directions right now. So I got my manual in front of me, so it's right here. It's cut off from this footage right here. So yeah, I mean, for the other most of the other kits, I mean, they've kind of used the same similar structure of how to build, but this one is really new. So this one you have to follow along. Oh, and here's kind of the lower waist. You can see the inner details pretty good, and not only the bottom, you can see from the top as well. Look at those inner molds. Too bad they're going to be covered up when we put it together. Yeah, so you can't see it anymore. But here is the head, the waist, the torso, and then the waist. So here's how much they move The back skirt, I was pretty surprised. Look at that. It's like now it could flap its wings or butt or whatever it is. You can see the inside of the butt too. Very nice. So this makes it a lot easier to insert anything and to move as well. So pretty curious to. So now we're gonna do the arms and the legs and see how that goes. I am quite building fast, which that was not planned at all. It just means that this kit is very, very beginner friendly, which is good. Everybody needs a beginner friendly kit. But that also means for advanced builders, you guys can paint it because the color separation is really good, so you don't have to worry about masking any of the parts. All right. I believe these are the arms. So let's take one of the arms. Let's put my manuals here. So let's do this. Can you hold it? Just put the waist down here a bit. There we go. So we got the Origin Gundam just holding the whole completed torso and waist. Origin kit's not so bad either because it's actually pretty sturdy. Alright, so let's start with this one. So now we're gonna build the frame part of the arm. Oh, by the way, there are some people that I want to give a shout out, and I believe everybody here does stream. So, Player One Miggy, he streams video games. I think he did Onimusa last night. Logo B Rockin', he also does an awesome stream as well. He also builds just like I do. And I believe there was one more who was in the stream earlier. CGSPR, he also does some build stream as well. So check all three of them out. They're pretty awesome builders. So this one doesn't look too complicated. Oh, wow, okay. Hey, no problem, dude. Alright, so we got... Ooh, this is not the part I was looking for. There it is. So we get the arm detail here. It's funny, because like a lot of people think this is more like a seam line, but it's more like a panel line. And that's kind of the interesting part about like kits nowadays. They try to hide that by adding a extra layer in the bottom. So even though they're snapping together, there is a panel line, so it doesn't look like a seam line at all. So after that, you attach this top part. I don't know if it's me, but the arm seems short. Could be my imagination. And then we got this part right here. It is a seam line. You're not wrong there. But take a look at this. So there's like a thicker line that kind of goes through here. Let's get a little closer. You see a thicker line that's right across here. And if I kind of open it up. Oh, here's a better view. So if you look closely on the top portion right here, you can see the opening. Oh, right here, sorry. So if you see the opening right on the top portion, you can see that there's one side that's flat, the other side has some sort of a smaller edge. So this is kind of the whole tactic that Bandai just start implementing. And this is also a modeling trick where a lot of people who don't want to deal with seam lines, they just like use this very special tool to create their own panel line. Now for this one's the wrist. Yeah, this one has a separate wrist movement. And how do I put this in? Oh, right here. So this one, it snaps just like that. And I believe, if I'm correct, you could move this sideways. Good catch. You can move this sideways. Just like that. So that is one of the articulation points that they are advertising. I think it works pretty well, although I think I put it in the wrong side. So let's fix that. This kind of happens when you're on live, and yeah, that's one thing that you have to be careful. I think they started the seam gap 10 years ago on the starter kit. Yep. So it's not a new technology, but it's a good point to know. There we go. That looks right. So now, yeah, okay, that's a lot easier to move. You can see that movement right there, and it doesn't really fall off even though you try pulling it as hard as you can. Alright, and then we need hands. Let's build the hands. Let's make this the right, left hand. And then you get the left hand piece. That's the right. Huh, okay. Oh, that's why. The handpiece doesn't look that different. There we go. Yeah, the handpiece doesn't look that different at all. But it could go sideways. It also has the full double jointed for that articulation. What's my favorite RX-78 kit? We'll see after we build this one, but for MG, I love the 2.0 series and the Origin version. But I want to give more props to 2.0 because, and I always say this about 2.0 kits in general, but I believe they got the most detail in terms of the frame, and it's a full body frame. So it's like building like a pre-PG. For HG, I really liked the Revive kit, just because of how simple it looks. But who knows? After I'm done building this one, maybe this could be my favorite. So far, it's looking really good. Let's build the other part of the arm. Looks like your origin, the thumb should be thinner. Oh yeah? Okay, so after we do this, let's compare the thumbs. Because I'm pretty interested. If there is a difference with the mold of the thumb, then that's something that I really want to see. But yeah, what's your favorite RX-78 model? Blight. What up, Kira? Hey, you're good, you're good. We're just doing the arms. We've done the torso, the head, and the waist. So, no, that's fine. How are you doing, man? So, put these two together. This part. Nope. That. Then put this cover here. And then the wrist. It's this wrist versus this angle. Then I'll put this here. Alright, so we got the lower part of the arms done. And I may have put this backwards again. Oh no. Nope, I'm right. The one RG Project version all day. Ooh, the mech. So 1/48, is that the mega size? Are there any motorized version? As of right now, Blight says yes. Okay. There is an Adreno-based Zaku kit for students in Japan. Oh yeah. So I was trying to find on the internet of like where I can get that, but I think they only sold like not the kit itself, but it's some sort of a program. So yeah, that looked awesome. I really want to find that. Maybe I have to fly to Japan to find it. All right. So this is a very interesting way to put it. Oh, okay. All right. So here's another difference that they have made. So normally when you put the arms, you have to put it this way, but this one doesn't have this kit doesn't have a poly cap. So normally you have something sticking out and just like push it in. But what this is telling me to do is you insert it in and then you lock it. What? And then you lock it so that it won't fall off ever. So no matter how much you pull, it just won't come off. That is really interesting, because just for comparison's sake, you can see that there is a poly cap or some sort of a socket here, along with some sort of a ball or a peg that is along with the arm. And that's how you put it together. But this one has a very unique way of putting it. So just put the ball here. And then, so you can see that there's these two details sticking out right here. That is so that you could get the detail of these two right here. Wow, okay. And as for the shoulder arm, how do you say it's inserted? So you insert it in the inner side. So there's, okay. Cool, we got this done. That is cool. They never saw them was a classroom project. They should be neat little project. Oh, okay, okay, so they're just classroom only. So where do I sign up for the class? I really want to learn about programming the Arduino and just get the kit. Or is it even considered a kit? A PG and a 148 board has room for servos. True. So we got the articulation. A bit mediocre, kind of to modern standard. And the amount that goes up. Oh, not to mention this wrist movement right here. Is it shorter? No, it's not. Yeah, because when you build it, it kind of feels like it's short, but I don't think that's the case. No, I think my eyes are playing tricks on me. It's not that short. And the shoulders, you can move it this way. That's the one thing about Miss, because this is as far as the shoulder articulation goes, but oh, I guess that makes up for this wrist movement. Look at the hand, the more at hand, the more blocky. Let's compare hands real quick. Let's see. Oh yeah, it is. It is more blocky. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, let me just cover that so you can see. Yeah, the origin hand looks more detailed, like with the joints of the fingers. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, they are. Huh. Wow, okay. Yeah, but what I was saying before, I don't think this has to move the ball joint to freely move it around. I mean, you can see that since it's locked, it doesn't really give you that freedom to go, like, for example, like this. You see there's a lot going on. You could also move it back. This one, it's fixed. So that this is as far as it goes, just straight. Wow, Bly, you have built 18 RX-78s before, so far. Wow, are they all different type, like the FG all the way to PG and mega size? Because I don't think I've built that many RX-78s in my life. This is probably my 6th one, including the MG and then those real color, what's it called? Real color It was a HG, like a limited edition, with like a huge water slide decal. All different grades and scales, no repeats. Nice. Wow. I didn't know. I mean, I would imagine they had a lot of those versions, including the limited edition ones. But wow, I have honestly never built that many RX-78s. All right. So far, so good. I mean, I think this is one of my quickest stream to go up to this point. Did I do a FCM? What's an FCM? So I told you I did 7. So and that's not including this one, so this will be my 8th one. So I built these 3, and then there's another one that's it's the first HGUC Gundam that's more blocky, so that's the 4th one. Then my first ever gunpla was the MG Gundam version 1.5, so that's 5. And then the real color version that you can see here, that's number 6. And number 7 is Gundam 2.0 MG. So those are the 7 RX-78s that I've built. But I've never built a PG, which I want to eventually someday, if I have room, and also if I can find some. I'm pretty sure I can find all of them. But yeah, this will be my 8th one, and if I'm lucky, I want to try looking for that EG RX-78. I know that Show Me What You Bought have that in stock, but depending on the timing of when that's going to be released, I may or may not go through with it the first time, because, well, you don't know in life of where you'll be, so just trying to figure out that aspect of it. But let's go to the legs. It's a line of kits from the early 80s. Oh, you're talking about the Mega Collection, which the very first one that came out, like the FG. I have not built an FG before. I'm curious. I know it's cheap, and it's just RX-78 with no movement. It's all white. But yeah, there are times where if I have like a business trip to Japan, or if I visit Japan, that I would always go to the Gundam base. The last time I went there, Penelope and the God Gundam, or Burning Gundam, what was it? The high resolution model was it just released, and I was lucky enough to get both of them, and I had to carry them out in the airport. So I had like a big gunpla Gundam-based shopping bag, and everyone was just staring at me. It's like, what is in that? It's like, it's 2 big Gundam kits. Yeah, but I love Gundam base. If you've been there before, it's a great place to nerd out. And they also have a corner where they teach you, or they show you about the process of how they make each of the kits. And if you know like injection molding processes and all that, like manufacturing process, and it's a pretty neat area to go, because they tell you from start to finish of how they draft it and how they make CAD models, and then they also put all the molds into, like, they also have like a sample mold for, I believe it was the Unicorn or the RX-78. I can't remember, but I have photos of it. I don't have the entry grade yet. Yeah, entry grade is gonna come. It's coming soon. Later this year, I believe it was in November or December. Yeah, they just announced it, but they haven't released it yet. Asia exclusive for the China market is so hard to get. Yep, I know what you're talking about. What's easier to get the speed grade? Speed grade. So speed grade was actually I've never built a speed grade, but when I was watching the Gundam gunpla, I'm getting my titles mixed up. Build Fighter Re-Rise. I was surprised that the origin of the core Gundam was a speed grade. I think that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that episode. And I believe tomorrow at 7 a.m. Episode 20 will come for the part 2 of Hiroto's Past. Oh, Blight, you have an injection mold machine? Nice. So you got the actual big. Do you have it for like a kit? Entry grade was a 2011 line. Speed grade is 1/200 scale, pre-painted, so they made 4 in the line, and the first 2 came in bags. Ah, I see. So entry grade, I think I've heard a lot of those names before, because and I don't want to get my facts mixed up, but EG, I believe for some of the seed kit was a FG, right? Because I know Seed, they had the HG, and then they got kind of like a FG version of it. But this one that they just announced, it says entry grade EG. So I was thinking that was new, but I would have to double check that fact. EG was G Gundam. Oh, really? 160 scale model of a mold machine. Wow, 160. So you got that. That's a it's a scale model. Wow, okay. That's a huge. That's a big mold. Did you buy it off from Bandai, or did you actually build one? Because that's a really cool thing to have, so that you could have like your own type of mold. I want something like that too. Just have your like own custom mold and start distributing to everybody. It's like a 144 size. The machine is not an 18-meter Gundam. I would imagine so. I would imagine so. But that's cool. I mean, I've never thought of getting like a injection molding machine, but now that you mention it, I really want one now. Of course, I need to have like a good floor space to do so. It's quite an investment though. Unless you're talking about like a really old machine that's been not used for a while. So leg frames, the separation, it's just like any of the other HG kits. So inserting this portion right here, I think it's been used from the Revive, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no, it is. So this is the Revive version. Yeah, they have the same way of putting it together. So this one isn't that too different. But this portion is different. It's like they just took an MG knee and just like put it out there. And then this weird looking leg part. How's that put together? Oh, not this one. It's this one. This big one right here. Oh, that one, the injection mode. Yeah, I have that one too. So when I was doing a GBA group build, I actually built that one because I built one way too fast. But yeah, that one was a really cool kit. I mean, it's only like one runner or two. I actually have another one that I have in box. What am I doing wrong here? No, that seems right. Is it just a detail that's... this one here, so it's the skeleton of the legs, and oh, I see. So there was like a open area right here that I wasn't sure if I'm doing it correctly, but never mind. It's where it was. Snap that together. Yeah, this one, there's a seam right there. Then put the knee. Very, very nice. Then last but not least, put this and this polycap together. There we go. The EG kits are small to first grade to no grade 144 series, wherein they contain no polycaps and are molded in only 3 colors. Ah, I see. So I did a AG kit for, so it was like an age kit, but it was only 2 runners and they don't move at all, but I think that's similar. Alright, so we got one of the legs done. So far the detail looks to be very similar to like when you're snapping an MG together, but the only part that has a frame is going to be in the knee. The rest, it's just like a white, hollow kind of frame. Alright, check the articulation. Oh! Wait. So that's 1. So there's 2 points here. That's a really good, yeah, look at that. It's kind of detailed how you put it together. Hey, Dr. Plastic, how are you doing? Thank you for joining in. We're building the newly released in the US, the Gundam Beyond Global. And I've done one of the legs. Here's what we have so far. It's a pretty color. So, let's see. Does this HG? Oh, it kind of does, but it doesn't extend that much. Yeah, so this one was I was quite surprised. Meh, the HG Justice Gun can do that. So I do have Infinite Justice coming through. I'm just waiting for that package from Show Me What You Bought. So yeah, I'll probably see that again, but hold on. Does the Origin kind of had something like that? Oh no, Origin has something different. Well, it's similar, but like this the front portion moves as in it's just extending. Okay, so it's pretty similar to that one. Now, we haven't really talked about this kit a lot, but the G40. It's so awkward because this is more like a human type of a knee rather than like a robot. Like, it's so round. kits from 2012 can do that. Yeah, I know. But, you know, just looking at, like, the overall structure. Oh, but they also have that detail here. Do they have that in the other ones? No. So the Origin doesn't have, so they don't have the pipe detail. G40 definitely don't have the pipe detail, it's just a knee. And yeah, of course the Revive doesn't have that. I mean, it is, you're right, it isn't like new, but just like how the detail of the cylinder, I think that is, it kind of looks like one. The main jumping kits from 2005 to 2012 and now 2020 is to add new build conventions. Right, so I believe in 2019 or 18 they did the whole Gunpla Revolutionary project, which one was the first one? Was it the No, Leo was not the first one. It was the Zeta Gundam. Then it was the Leo. Then it was the Magiana. And then I don't know if they made any other ones after that. But yeah, Blight, thank you for reminding me of all that. I mean, it's been a while since I've like talked to anybody about Gunpla, like the history. I mean, mostly in this stream, it's more just like the Gundam trivia and those kind of stuff. Which, admittedly enough, that's the only trivia that I'm pretty good at. If you go to like, any bars, and I can't really answer any of the other questions. But for Gundam trivia, yeah, Gundam trivia, I could probably do decent. Not well, but decent. Okay, so that was for the left leg. Is it different for the right leg? A little bit. Alright, let's finish up the other legs. Then plug this in. The GEP first was Zeta in 2017, I think. Yep. Yeah, so that's kind of where they say it's going to be like a revolutionary project where Fine Build was, I believe, one of the... No, Fine Build was Leo's main theme. But Zeta was... Again, Zeta Gundam is one of my favorite UC mobile suit and my favorite series of all time. And yeah, that Zeta Gundam, I do have that one that I have to build. It's actually a P Bandai one. It's a Wave Rider form. One of those paper plan ones. Maybe I should start building that on the next stream. But yeah, the Gunpla Evolution project. So far, I really liked what they put together. Like Leo was one of my other one that I found it very interesting. Leo only took like what, 15 minutes to put it together because it says 1 or 2 runners, I think, if I remember correctly, and from top to bottom they do like this part's the head, this part's the torso, and the bottom portion is the legs, and the sides are the arms. I think that was like a really good idea. So it wasn't really like one of those things where it takes like about an hour or 2 hours to clip the parts out. So yeah, Gunpla Evolution project was pretty good. I really liked how they did it. Put a UV light on that Leo. It has a secret. A UV light on the Leo? You're talking about on the face? Or the whole body? Really? There's a secret? Too bad that I gave my Leo as a gift I actually painted it and had as a gift. I might have to. I don't have a UV light though, but I would have to search like what it says. I mean, what's the secret? Do you know? I mean, I'm pretty sure you know, but is that something that you can tell on stream? Oh, the whole thing glows in the UV light? Really? So the plastic itself is like UV lights, like kind of material? Because considering the color, I don't think there was any like white parts. Ooh, stop hunting. Okay. Whew. Oh, the visor. Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, the visor, that makes sense. So this one's for this side. Ooh, that. Oh, wow. Alright. Alright, guys. Here's one more thing. You see this part? This one also moves that way. Now, if I'm correct, I don't think that has been done in any gunpla before. Well, at least for this RX MB8. Then the knee... Well, not the knee, but the feet has this additional movement. I just wish they kind of did something with the covering for this one. Kind of looks, yeah. So like the older ones, they're covered pretty well in like a solid part. But this one just moves far beyond. I mean, I guess for the mobility or the articulation, they had to give something up. But yeah, I mean, we could all forgive that. The Leo also has a hidden mounting point that making it custom. Hidden mounting point. So like the 3mm joints. Yeah, Leo has a lot of possibilities. Alright, so let's put the legs together. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Wowie, wowie. This is weird. This feels really weird. Alright, let's do this. Alright, we got the Gundam done. I know we still have the weapons. Yeah, weapons and the shield, but the overall basic is done. So, as mentioned before, you could flop the butt, and then this. You can see that movement right there. And if you do it so that, oh yeah. Now that is one weird thigh or leg articulation, so it makes it easier to extend it out. But then just recovering that to the original position, yeah, that's gonna, you might have to move that around quite a bit just so that it's not too tight. Hey Dominic, how's it going? What's good? I just finished putting together this. Now I gotta just do the weapon and the shield. Togi's base HE kits are part swappable with GE Gundam Evolution Project Leo. Yeah, Dominic, this looks really good. Yeah, Blight. So, and I believe everybody who knows this already, but Tall Geese is just a beefed up armored version of the Leo. And how you can tell is if for any kits, I think RG and MG, if you lift up the helmet, then you're gonna see the Leo face that's like hidden behind it. And so yeah, it is a stronger and a heavier version of the Leo. And I think Dominic, you also know that because I know you're a wing guy, a Gundam wing guy. All right, so we got all these right here. Now all I have to do is just make build the weapon. Build the weapon and the shield. Then we could do kind of a comparison, but just so that everybody can see, well, let's do it in the order that they're released, actually. Let's put you here, put you there, put you here. This guy over here. Okay, let's zoom out for a bit. There we go. How many Gundams are they going to release now? The Tall served as a basis for the Gundams. Yeah. Yep. I believe that's what Dr. J told everybody. I think. Or was it Zex? Because, and then now, and after Tall Geese, it was like Wing Zero, and the Wing Zero kind of became the base, kind of the basis of all. Alright, so the body's done. Now let's build the shield. And unfortunately, I don't have the shield and the weapons with me for these three kits, so I'm gonna have to just kind of take a look. So I'm curious because this shield has 2 hollow points right here. So is there anything different with that shield? Let's find out. Could be just a frame. Oh wow. Okay, so despite the hollowness, the shield has a frame. Oops, sorry. Then God, I just love this pastel color. Ooh, okay. Here's the front of the shield. I like these 2 detail points right here, and then this detail too. I believe this was never. Well, I think maybe G40 did it, but this was not incorporated as a color separation. So that's a nice detail there. And then we got this joint. So this is what the inner part of the shield looks like. Kind of really different. And then we got the handle, which the handle doesn't seem to be like it's going to be articulating back and forth because the way they insert it is in a square and it's a block. I'll just show you right there. Yeah, it's a block. Windows server as the base for 5 Gundams, but it wasn't built yet because of the Zero system. Tallgeese became a Leo, Ares, and Wing Zero on the RG line, of course. Oh, TG. And then the shield of my MG Wing Gundam also has a frame. Yeah, MG has a frame, from what I know. I still have to build that kit. So, there are many other ways that you could put these joints together. So, as you notice, from right here, there are 2 different square holes. And I believe one is just when you're just holding it upright. Oh, sorry, no, just holding it as if you're just like carrying it. And the other one is this hole right here, which I believe this is the way the Gundam will hold its shield this way. So there's that. Interesting point. I just wish that it was all together in one piece, because if you paint this, then taking this in and out will be kind of a hassle, because it might strip away some of the paint. Then how do you even attach this? Okay, so you attach it through this joint right here. Right? Yep, right. Which it's pretty hard to do for some reason. Oh, there. Why is it not attaching? Oh, it's because it's not that way. It's... Oh, okay. So you have to extend it out until it shows this area. Then, oh, okay. And then you attach it. Okay, so like that. That's new. So you have to open this up in order to attach the shield. It's pretty flimsy. That's not bad at all. It looks bulky in the inside, too. Alright, we could leave that here for now. The shield was made that in order to recreate the gimmick where the shield opens to reveal the beam saber. That's a really cool gimmick. So it probably goes like that and the beam saber just pops up. Alright. We're at our last one here. It's gonna be the beam rifle. Before that, let me just put this over real quick. Close my pat. Alright. Let's see how the beam rifle does. I think the beam rifle didn't change that much. We got the yellow sensor. This time it's not a form of a sticker. There we go. Alright, we got the beam rifle right here. It kind of looks slimmer. Beam rifle looks thinner than what it was before. But this one also has a joint here, which I believe, yeah, okay. So there's a joint that goes here that you could attach. Fits perfectly. Because I believe the other one... Okay, so... The Origin also has that. has that joint, circular one. But the revived version has a cover. Yeah, so you gotta take that cover out. I'm not gonna do that for this one because this one has been flat coated and I do not want to scratch it. Oh, this is really weird because the butt flap just kind of goes like that. Alright, let's take this out. And then let's assemble the rifle hand. So we have the open hand right here. And then the rifle hand. So that's all the weapons they have for this Beyond Global. Like no bazooka or anything like hyper bazooka or anything like that. I don't know if they're trying to cut down costs, but this kit, I believe it's already expensive than the regular ones. Alright, here it is. The Beyond Global version. Let's do a close-up right here so that everybody can see. Very nice. Legs here. The back. And then, of course, the butt flap. This one is. So would this be the first that you could do the splits? Let's try it out. Oh yeah, you can. This Gundam can do splits forward. And then the other portion, whoa. Wow, it could do cross legs. Look at that. Fantastic. How far can it go? How far does it go? So if we pull this, so if we pull the bottom joints and then we cross leg it like this and then we hide that. This is a very, I don't know why they always like screw with the leg gimmicks. It just seems like they don't need to do that. I made a new post on the wing and death side standing together with the cockpit. Nice. Jean-Claude Van Damme split gun. You're not wrong there. But yeah, I built it all together. This looks good. It only took me like about an hour and 43 minutes. I mean, with some chatters in between, but... Alright, so... some impressions. Actually, before that, let's try a pose. Let's put this away for now. So yeah, I'm telling you this again. This was the only sticker that came with this kit. Just the eye sticker. So everything you see here, their color separation is very neat. Alright, let's put these into the side. Let's take a look at this guy right here. Let's zoom the camera in. Yeah, so compared to the other guys, this color I really love. And And then this torso right here. Let's do a comparison. Because if I look at it correctly, yeah, this one has more up front than the other ones. Like the cockpit hatch. Yeah, this hatch right here, it's a lot longer than the other ones. G40 obviously is not going to have that much because, again, it's more like a human form, so it's more rounder. It's rounder than any other HD kits that you see. So really, that can't really be a comparison. Can't even stand well. Then the Origin kit. Yeah, the Origin kit has kind of like the proportion that we know. But yeah, those what do you call this? The chest is a lot larger in this one. We kind of went through the articulation, but the last shooting pose, we do it no problem at all. Let's just do one real quick. Oh, the head kind of really can go up. And I know we're supposed to do it without the head for the last shooting, but there we go. This is probably a better view. Ooh. You know, you can see with the angle that my camera's at. Look at that. I mean, let's twist this a little bit. Oh, and then use the torso. Yep, last shooting, no problem at all. Then, with the whole joint here. Yeah, no problem at all. What else can I try? There's some box up poses that I could try out. So using kind of the articulation that they've shown here. Let's see. Pull the articulation on that way. Here. Okay, here's a tricky one. I tried my best. So the pose that I was going to do was this pose right here. And it kinda looks similar. Ooh, let me just zoom out quite a bit. It's there. But yeah, that's just showing off this articulation. What if I do something drastic? Also, where did my hand part go? It'll never look exactly like the pig. Yeah, I mean, you just need that right angle. Alright, let's try something that I'm not supposed to do with a gunpla kit. Maybe I just did that a little too much. Oh god, what am I doing to this kid? Gundam is doing like a Gravier pose. Hi. Like this leg thing itself, it just like makes it a lot enjoyable to do, but now it's just wrong. This is supposed to be the kit that you're supposed to go fight in space, but it's just it's one of those Gravier poses. Pride Gundam, yeah. Probably with a butt flap too. That's kind of like how it would go. All right, now it's just getting ridiculous. All right, so let's do the thing that I always do when I'm checking for articulation. So the key point is, can it do this? Perfect. So you can move it that way. And then last but not least, can it reach the beam saber? Yes, it can. Then with doing some other additional... So it can reach the beam saber out just like so. Very natural. And I just like it that nothing's falling apart, knock on wood. My MG Impulse can reach the beam saber just fine. Yeah, and so this is just kind of like always a test that I do, because some MGs or some HGs cannot really do this, because this is more like an MG type of movement. But I guess at the start of 2000, like middle of 2000, so 2010, 2008 or so, this double jointed elbow and the knee, those were kind of like not common at that time. Yeah, this pose looks great. So yeah, this is kind of the reason why I do this, because, well, obviously all these other kits that are right here, they can do it just fine, because that's kind of where their standards come in. So yeah, so that passed my test of the mobility. Now let's put like a pose on the action base. Action base is over there. So let's do the rifle action with the shield. So here's another famous one, better known as the seat pose. Put it right there. Oh boy. actually, instead of this, let's put this right there. So this can go backwards like that. Oh, with the butt flap. And then the arm should go straight. Aiming. Then it should face. And then have it back. Maybe towards this way. There you go. Maybe I have it too. Yeah, there. Yeah, no problem. KK, my Beyond Global just got here. Oh, nice. Cool. So I'm just trying different poses, and this is like the rifle shooting pose. Let's see if I could bend it a little bit more to make it look. Granted, like this is kind of like. Yeah, but I really like the flexibility of this goes. It's actually pretty good. Final pose. Final pose. So I've been meaning to do something with all these guys here. And let me show you what I was thinking. Last shooting pose. So I kind of did that, but I'll show it to you again. Yeah, the last shooting pose. I think that's where it fits the best, using the articulation. So let's move it that way. Yep, last shooting pose. Let me zoom out so you can see it better. All right, Dominic, thanks for hanging out. Feet planted. Yeah, so you can do that. And feet planting. Now that one I have to kind of jiggle a little bit for that one, because it is possible. If you do the right angle, probably just have that bent over here. Yeah, the camera angle is kind of weird because it's coming sideways, but it can hold itself. And of course, if you have to take out the shield, the arm, and then the head to make it very accurate. But yeah, it can stand. It's just like the camera angle right now, it's weird. It's kind of like sideways, so you can only see it this way. So far, the 3.0 is best at it. Yeah, well, the 3.0, it's. I mean, it is 3.0. It's got to be the better MG that's out there. And I think it's a standard now that you have to make it do the last shooting pose. I mean, think the one kit that cannot do the last shooting pose, or kinda. Let's see. Alright, that's a better angle. The Origin can do it. It's just a problem with the shoulder. G40, well, of course it can. It's G40. It's so hard to tell just the right to look up. Yeah, so Origin kind of has that issue. G40, no problem. And surprisingly, this guy, the global Beyond Global can do it too. It's just weird. Let's put it here. All right, CGSPR. Thanks for joining, man. It was fun. And then finally, we got this guy. Yep. This guy. Okay, there we go. This guy, the Revive can do it just fine. It's just a matter of planting the feet. Can this go further? Yeah, no, this is as far as it can go. So yeah, we got all four of these guys can do the last shooting pose. Kind of a weird angle. But yeah, this is a pretty funny kid. Just a funny pose in general. I want this as my thumbnail now. Hang on, let me take a picture of this real quick. I'm gonna post it on my social. Actually, let's rearrange this so the order. Yeah, so, but overall, I'm really impressed with how this came out. It's a simple kit, yes, but I'm not sure if the future kids are going to be at this standard or if this is going to be like just that special occasion. Because it'll be dope if they keep making it into this standard right here. Good for beginners and really good for a lot of possibilities. So I'm gonna just take the photo here. Actually, this guy can go a little further back. Show you what I did. Yeah. You gotta be like me soon. What is this? 10 of the 23 I own, some backlogs. Whoa, woo! All right, I'm checking out your collection right now. Let's see. You got an gunpla and whoa, whatever this. white thing is. That looks pretty cool. Oh, you got one with the G cannon. Wow, you got quite a collection. Nice. Oh, there's another Granddad that I built. SD. So that makes it 9. SD cross silhouette, and then the older SD BB Senshi RX-78. All white is FG kit. Really? Because that looked really detailed. Doesn't look like when I thought of FG, I thought of this guy. Or is that best mecha collection? Because I always thought this was kind of the FG, but I guess not. That's the first. Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's before they even put the FG name together, and then that white one was the FG. Oh. But man, I had plenty of fun putting this kit together. The black is ecopla. Yep. So I've never actually built an ecopla before, and I'd be interested in trying to find one, because I heard it's like the same old feeling, but it's used with recycled plastic. Which I believe that's like kind of the whole main point of the ecopla itself. Alright, so yeah, so my plan, so yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for the stream, but my plan for right now, or for my YouTube's sake, is I'm gonna try to have all these comparison in one video, because I could try like, well, I've already made review of this guy and that guy, but not these two yet. So I'm thinking of either having it one separate video for each, or just compare these two along with all this one, because it's the same Granddad, right? So I guess that's one thing that you could do that. Let's try the new one. MG Zaku 2 Luna C version ecopla kit. If I could find it, I mean, I think that's like out of stock at this moment, right? I know there's some that are like reselling it out there for twice the price, but yeah, if I can find that one, because I love 2.0 Zaku, like Char Zaku. All right. I'd say G40 is not RX-78 2. It's alternate universe. You're right. I mean, it's not really considered as. It's not really considered as it, but you know, it is still part of the 40th anniversary celebration. And again, the whole thing about this year being the year of the Granddad, I figured that this still lives up to the expectation. Okay, so I think I'm gonna just cut my stream here, but I will try to send you over to somebody who's on our side. Alright, there we go. Moko-chan. This one happens when butterflies take over. Yeah, butterfly effect. Alright, man. So thank you everybody who joined in the stream. As you see in the title, I am aiming for a Twitch affiliate. And the only thing that I needed was some... There was like some conditions that I need to match up, but I believe with everyone's help, I could achieve that. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and thank you for everybody who joined and engaged with me, because I really love doing like just talking and building at the same time, and you guys are awesome at those kind of stuff. So I'd like to thank, of course, Blight for for giving me all these knowledge, and Player and Miggy for the host, CGSPR, Dominic, who joined in earlier, and who else did I miss? Gunpla Gamer Kira for joining in, Tiffany Sandwich, and Logo B Rockin'. You guys are all awesome, and I really appreciate you guys just hanging out with me and enjoying this well. If you also enjoy my content, I do have a YouTube channel. It's Plamo Build Report. As you can see, all the socials down and below. I also have an Instagram and Twitter, and I am also part of the Gunpla Builders Association, aka GBA. So if you go to their Instagram site or their website, they have a Discord, so you could join the Discord there. And final say for me is I am partnered up with this awesome store called Show Me What You Bought. They're a store in Canada, and you could use PBR12 to save 12% off the purchase. So help this store out. They have really good things in stock. They got like gun primer tools coming soon. They have other Korean tool makers. So yeah, go check them out and see. And have 3 seconds left, but thank you all for joining in, and see you next time. Bye bye.